Hey there, explorers! Get your safety goggles on because today, we are diving into the amazing world of chemical reactions. Have you ever wondered how your mom bakes such delicious cakes or why fireworks make such cool colors? Well, get ready to be amazed because we're about to uncover the secrets behind these everyday wonders. So, what exactly is a chemical reaction? Imagine this. It's like magic, but instead of wands and spells, we have atoms and molecules. When two or more substances decide to get together and shake things up, they create something entirely new and exciting. Think about it like baking a cake. You start with simple ingredients like flour, sugar, eggs, and butter. But when you mix them up and bake them in the oven, something magical happens. A delicious, fluffy cake emerges. That, my friends, is the power of a chemical reaction. Let's kick things off with combination reactions. Remember those delicious cakes we were talking about? Well, they're a prime example of this type of reaction. When you mix baking soda and vinegar, something incredible happens. You see bubbles, you hear fizzing, and voila, you've created something entirely new, carbon dioxide gas. That's the same gas that makes soda pop fizzy. And guess what? This type of reaction is happening all around us. When iron rusts, it's actually combining with oxygen in the air to form iron oxide, which is that reddish-brown coating you see on old metal. Pretty cool, right? Here's another fun one. Remember those glow sticks you love to crack at night? They use a combination reaction to create that awesome glow. Inside the stick, there are two separate chemicals. When you crack the stick, you're actually breaking a tiny vial inside, allowing those chemicals to mix. And guess what? When they combine, they release energy in the form of light. Combination reactions are like tiny building blocks of our world, constantly creating new and interesting substances. Now, let's talk about decomposition reactions. Imagine a magician taking something apart instead of putting it together. That's what's happening here. One substance breaks down into two or more simpler substances. It's like taking that delicious cake we talked about and separating it back into its original ingredients. A perfect example of this is what happens to that banana you forgot to eat. Remember how it turned brown and mushy? That's because the sugars in the banana started to break down, creating that soft texture and changing its color. But decomposition reactions aren't just about food going bad. They're essential for life on Earth. Think about composting. When you compost food scraps and yard waste, you're actually speeding up the decomposition process. Tiny organisms break down the organic matter, releasing nutrients back into the soil. This helps plants grow big and strong. Even the air we breathe depends on decomposition reactions. Did you know that plants use sunlight to break down water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen during photosynthesis? They release the oxygen into the air, which is what we breathe. Chapter 3. Displacement reactions, trading places. Get ready for some chemical swapping with displacement reactions. In this type of reaction, one element gets a little bit pushy and decides to take the place of another element in a compound. It's like a game of musical chairs, but with atoms. Imagine you have a copper solution, which is like water with tiny copper particles dissolved in it. Now, let's dip an iron nail into this solution. What do you think will happen? Well, the iron is more reactive than copper, so it decides to kick copper out of its spot and take its place. As a result, the iron nail will slowly start to get coated in a reddish-brown layer of copper. How cool is that? Displacement reactions are used in all sorts of amazing ways. Have you ever wondered how they get gold out of the ground? They actually use a displacement reaction to separate the gold from other metals and impurities. And guess what? This process is super important for making jewelry, electronics, and even some medicines. So the next time you see something changing color or a new substance forming, remember those amazing displacement reactions at work. Isn't it amazing how chemical reactions are part of our daily life? From the food we eat to the air we breathe, these incredible transformations are happening all around us. Now you know why your mom adds baking soda to make soft and fluffy cakes. It's all thanks to those awesome chemical reactions. And when you see a plant growing, remember that it's using the power of decomposition to thrive. Stay curious, young scientists. The world of chemistry is full of wonder and excitement. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, and never stop asking questions.